Hey, it's David, and welcome back to another episode of the Reddit Story Podcast. My mom talking to my brother about debt I apparently owe him. So I live in a house with my brother. My name and our mom's name is on the deed. The way the deal was struck 2 years ago, when we started this, is that all three of us would move in together, and expenses would be split 3 ways. My mom provided a little less than 50% of the cost of the house. I got a mortgage for the rest in my name because I'm the only one with good credit. My brother fixed up the house. He equated the work he did to around $10,000 if he was charging a stranger. I also paid $10,000 in materials. At one point during construction we all got into a screaming argument where Mom and I threatened to kick my bro out, and he told us we couldn't. I looked him in the eye and told him I would pay him $10,000 for his work and kick him the hell out. He decided not to press his luck and construction continued. The intention was for Mom to live there until she dies, my bro to continue to rent the property forever, and me to eventually move on and buy another house. Well, Mom decided not to come live with us. Then I started paying for work to be done. Concreting the front walkway, getting gutters put on the house, plumbing problems, HVAC problems, etc. I do all the communal cleaning and even cleaned his bathroom before I stopped and thought, wait, why the heck am I doing this? Honestly, it's not good for us to live together, we don't mesh well. I also didn't understand the impact of 2 mortgages on my lending capability, and won't be able to get out without renting somewhere else for 5 to 10 years at least. We ultimately decided that he will move out, and he's been looking for a few weeks. Well, he approached me last night and brought up the $10,000. Apparently Mom tried talking to him about it, and honestly it took some effort to control my face. That money has been more than made up in his reduced rent over the last 2 years. If anything, I thought he would ask to take the fridge and washer that he bought with him, and I would offer to buy them off him. My bro basically said Mom tried to talk to him about it, and he distracted her by changing the subject, but he wanted to talk to me about it. It essentially boiled down to, I don't want that $10,000. You're family and you don't take money from family. Found a place and I want to move around the 5th to 7th, but pay the guy on the 1st to lock it in. Would you be willing to waive the rent for January and let me keep my tools in the shed? I asked him point blank if she was trying to get me to pay him, and he essentially responded that he cut her off before he could hear the whole thing. Part of me thinks this might have been a negotiation tactic to get me to agree, but to be honest, I already expected to waive a month's rent, give him an extended move-out period, and let him keep his tools in the shed. I also told him he could keep his house keys so that he can access said shed and said I would help him move. I have a lock on my bedroom door, and that's where I keep my valuables, so no worries about him getting into anything of value. He told me he would also give me a copy of his new key for emergencies and replace a faulty bathroom light before he leaves. So, negotiation successful. No idea if Mom was trying something else by bringing up that $10,000, but if she actually intended for me to pay it, she's absolutely insane. How wild is it to promise someone else's money to someone? I honestly wouldn't put it past her. She's prioritized him over me before.